What is up guys, it's Mr. Scam here, and today I'll be showing you how to make a Blender tutorial. Let's get into it. So, when Blender opens, it'll look like this: a cube, a light, and a camera. Right click on the camera and hit delete, and then press on the little delete thing. Do the same with the light, because we don't need these at the moment. Now right click on the cube itself. That'll just be in the middle of this little grid. And then you want to go up here and click on the cube in this little toolbar. Then once you've done that, go over scale, and you just want to scale it so it's thin on the X, and then you want to make it a bit bigger than the grid on the Y, and yeah, just about that size. Make it a bit thinner. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so once you've done that, you can change the color of this cube. Whatever you want the background color of your intro to be, change it to that color. I'll just use green for now because that looks kind of cool. So I've got a green cube and that's going to be my background. So once you've done that, you want to go up to add and you want to click on text. Now that'll spawn in some text, and you just want to move that little text up here. It'll just be a flat 2D text at the moment, but we're going to change that. So what you want to do is you want to click on that little cube thing again, and you just want to rotate it up, so it's just change the X rotation to 90 degrees. Then you want to change the Y rotation. Actually, no you don't. Just Control Z that. You want to change the Z rotation to, let's see if 90 degrees works with that as well. No. Okay, let's try 180. Okay, let's try. Okay, I'm just going to rotate it manually. You just want to have it about straight on to your background cube. So that looks about right. So now we want to scale it up a bit. So go to the X scale and let's make this a 15. Okay, let's make it less than 15. Just change that to 5. Yeah, so just go through and change all of the things to 5. So once you've done that, you just want to center the text a bit. Actually, we can make it a bit bigger than 5, say 8. Yes, make X and Y 8. Now we want to go to the little F symbol on the toolbar, and we want to go down to a thing that says extrude, I think it is, yeah. And just make it a bit thick, and that gives it a nice 3D look to it. So yeah, now to actually change the look and the actual physical text, you want to press tab, which will put you into edit mode, and just backspace what you don't want and type in your channel name or whatever you want the intro for. So in this case I'm Mr. Scam. So yeah, I'm just going to do that, and once you've typed what you want, just hit tab again and that'll save it. Now you just want to center that text again, move it into position. Okay, now we can change the color of that text. So just hit new if there's nothing here already, and click on this diffuse, and let's make this red so it stands out nicely on the, oh, that's kind of purplish. That's more red. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so just make this cube a bit bigger so we can't see any of the grey behind it. So just on the Y scale and the Z scale, just make it overly big. So yeah, now you've got some text and a background. Now to get the actual camera movement and lighting in, go add and just click on camera. That's going to spawn in a camera. Move that camera out a bit and just position the camera about just a bit above your text. Now let's just rotate the camera so it's actually looking at the text. Go to rotation. And rotate the camera so it's pointing in the general direction of the text. And if you want to check what that looks like through the camera, you can just hit 0 on the number pad, and that'll bring up what it looks like through the camera's view. And don't worry about the stuff outside, this is the only thing you'll see, so it's a bit close at the moment. I'm just going to move it out a bit more. And you can hit R to rotate as well, so hit R and then you want to rotate on the X position, so hit X and let's just move that about there. Now rotate the X one. That's straight. Now Y one. That's good. Move it back a bit. Bit more. And to get out of the camera view, it's just 0 again. Gonna move it over a bit. Okay, so now to add some camera animation. Move the camera up so it's just above the Mr. Scam or whatever you're using as text. And then you just want to make sure it's clicked on 0 down on this timeline down here, and you want to hit I. Once this little menu comes up and you press I, click on Loc Rot, that's location rotation. That'll put a keyframe in, so that's where the camera will start. Now you want to move it up, say to 80. I think 80 will be good. And you just want to move the camera down to where you want it to move to in the start. Let's see, a bit higher. Yeah, so, and then hit I again once you've got it in that position, and click on location rotation again. That'll put in another keyframe. So if we take it back to the beginning and go into camera mode and play this little button down here, that's what the intro looks like at the moment. So that's cool, but maybe a zoom out would be nice. So once you've got this keyframe here, move along a bit to say 130, maybe 120. And you just want to move the camera out a bit. Yeah. And then hit I again, location rotation again, and now let's look at that. Yeah, so that's the camera movement done. Now you just want to click on end, and you want to set it to 140 or wherever after the last keyframe is, a bit more, so it doesn't just keep going on and on and on with that one frame. So yeah, that's where we're going to end it. So now we need to add some lighting, otherwise if you hit F12 you'll see what it'll actually look like. As you can see, it's just all black now. That's because we haven't got any lighting. So click on add again, and you can add a spotlight, an area, yeah, whatever you want, but I'm just going to use spotlight because it's an easy one to use. And you want to move the spotlight to about the same place as your camera, and you just want to, you can see that little circle there, that's where it's pointing. So you just want to rotate that so it points towards the text. I'm using the R button now to rotate, just because it's a bit more accurate. Yeah, so I'm just gonna... So as you can see, it doesn't actually reach the text. So we want to go into this little spotlight light thing here. Click on that. And you want to change the distance. And as you can see, that gets closer to the text there. So now that should be shining on the text. We also want to change the energy to about 3000. And now let's have a look. Okay, we still can't see it. Let's just change the energy to 10,000. See what happens. Oh, that's why I'm not in frame. Oh, okay. Apparently not there either. Make the distance a bit more. Okay, Spotlight doesn't seem to be working, so I'm going to use a different type of lighting. Let's use area. Let's just put it mildly the same place as your camera. Rotate it up, pointing towards your text. Change the distance so it meets it. Change the energy. Make them all a bit higher. Now let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's too bright. Okay, so lower the energy a bit. Make the energy about 1000. And that's still a tad too bright. So just move the light away from the text a bit, or you can change the distance. Okay. Keep moving it away until it looks nice. Bit more. Yeah, I like that lighting. Looks okay. So take it back to the beginning. Have one last look. Oh, played it backwards. I'm an idiot. Okay, so we've got the animation, the text, the background, and the lighting. Now all we need to do is render it. So you want to click up on this little camera in the tab here, and I'll bring up this render tab. And you want to go down to the output. Mine by default is set to PNG, and I want it to be AVI RAW. That's the best one I like using. So set it to AVI RAW, and then in the output, you want to change it where you want the video to get outputted to. I want mine on my desktop, so I'm just going to click on desktop and click OK. So now that's going to output to my desktop, and I can just click animation when I'm ready. That'll start going frame by frame, animating the intro. So I'm just going to leave that for a while and it'll be done. So thanks for watching this tutorial on how to make the intro. The intro is the one that you saw in the intro to the intro video. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching, subscribe, and peace out.